All right, so I have a police officer here parked at my shop, and you can see behind it we have a crime scene set up because we just had a car stolen last night, and it happened about 2 o'clock at night. They ripped a handle out, ripped the steering column out, and they actually tried to do it on this Hyundai too. We had a Kia. It's 2013 Kia Stole, and then they tried to do it on this Hyundai. Obviously, these cars are very easily stolen. So they busted out this back windshield to get into the car. If you can see over there, I'll zoom in right there, to actually bust out that side of the steering and get the ignition switch so they can do the little Kia Hyundai hack with the little USB programming thing to actually steal the car. So now what I get to do is go to the tow yard. The car was recovered last night. I get to go to the tow yard now and go check out the car to see if it's even worth us salvaging to get it back here. So we get to spend hundreds of dollars to, one, fix that car that they couldn't steal, and then spend hundreds of dollars at the tow yard getting the car out and then getting the car fixed. So the officers did a great job being able to recover the car, finding out that it would belong to us. It was abandoned last night. So that's where we are right now. I get to spend lots of money because someone wanted to do something not nice to us, right? So I'm actually on my way to go get the car now. What's interesting, I talked to the police officer for a while, is that he's surprised that the car wasn't stripped. It looks like it's all in one piece. It's got the door handle missing, the steering column busted into, whatever. But usually what will happen is they'll get the car, they'll steal it, they'll take it somewhere, and they'll strip it. So they'll take a battery out of it, they'll take any electronic pieces that are easy to take out of it to be able to sell. A lot of times they'll cut off the converters if it's got multiple converters. We've had one car stolen before where they took out all the seats, and it was, I mean, they took out everything in the steering column. They like half the front of the engine was missing. They just took everything that they could possibly sell out of that car and left it behind like a Walmart parking lot. But with this car, it was left abandoned on the side of the interstate. So what's funny about it is what the cop thinks probably happened is that, okay, they stole it, they got it down the interstate, and then we don't keep a ton of gas in our cars when we're if it doesn't have like already a full tank. We'll only put like up to like a quarter of a tank in our cars because, I mean, when we're letting people go and test drive them, we don't want them to be going all day anyway, and that's an easy way to have someone return our car. And we want people to test drive our car and make sure everything's good with the car, but you don't need to be gone for 5 hours. Oh, just drop the camera. But you don't need to be gone for 5 hours, and a way for us to limit that is to keep not a full tank of gas. Oh, the beauty of trying to record and be safe also while driving. But that's what's funny, because the car probably ran out of gas while they were stealing this car, and they didn't want to take it to a gas station because I'm just going to hold it now. And they didn't want to take it into a gas station to let the cameras be able to actually catch them, right? So they just left it on the side of the interstate and abandoned it. And that might be the saving grace of this car and how we're actually able to still get it back and fix it and still potentially be able to sell it. Now, one downside is it's now going to be marked as a stolen vehicle. So it will take down the value of the car for the person that we're selling to, so we're probably going to have to sell it cheaper anyway. So we're just losing money at all angles on this, but I'm going to go check it out now, and we're going to get it towed to one of the outside mechanics that we use, so we can start getting work done on it. All right, so we're at the tow yard, and here it is. So let's show you what's going on. This side actually looks fine, but this is the only way I can get into the car. Actually, I'll walk in. I had to bring paperwork and stuff to show that we actually own the car. But let me walk around to this other side. I mean, obviously it says stolen right here. The police officers have already come and did fingerprints and everything on this car to try to figure it out. But what they did was they popped off. You can see they popped the lock off and everything on this, so they could actually get in there and they can pop the door open that way. The other car, they just shattered the windshield. But what we figured out is the reason why they couldn't steal the other car is because when they got into it, the alarm went off. And with these Kias, if the alarm goes off before they're able to crank the car, it won't crank. So that is at least one way that the other car got saved. But in this one, they didn't really trash it, but I mean, there you go. You can see where they popped everything off there. We'll have to go in there and replace everything, and it cost me $215, I think, just to get this out. We got our tow guy coming to actually come pick up this car and take it straight to the mechanic so we can get all of the new Kia parts put into it. But it's going to cost me, when everything's said and done, probably, I mean, it's $200 here. I'm going to have another probably $100 to $150 tow to get it back to around our shop. I'm going to have all your parts and labor on both cars, which is probably, I would guess, going to cost me about $500 each, because we have to get Kia parts. We can get some aftermarket stuff, but it's easier and the parts go in a little bit better, and it's faster with just getting the parts from Kia. It's probably going to cost me $500 a car, so $1,000 plus another $200 plus another $150. No way I'm getting out of this for under probably $1,350 to $1,400. But at the end of the day, it's just the cost of doing business, right? This is stuff like this happens, and hopefully they'll be able to catch the bad guys. They've got fingerprints off of this car, and there was also in both cars blood. I don't know, maybe they when they shattered that first windshield, one of them got cut up. But both of these cars, they were able to find traces of blood. They were able to get fingerprints off the cars. We have video footage that the police have. They have angles from street cams to be able to see the cars that left, which way they went. And so they got a lot of information. So hopefully they'll be able to figure it out, because the way that they did this job, it's obvious this was not the first time that they've ever done it. And if they don't get caught, it's definitely not going to be the last time that they do it. So this is where we are right now. And this has actually happened more than once to our car dealership. I've been a car dealer now for almost 15 years. So stuff like this happens. The other two times I'll tell you about in just a minute. And let's get back to the shop, because it's cold out here and it's windy. All right, so I'm back now. We still got Collins out here from the crime scene, and cops have already left. So we've had this happen before, and it's actually the third time. I've been doing this for about 15 years now. This is the third time that it's happened. So the first time we had a Nissan Altima, where back then, this was when we would just hand out keys to customers who walked in, want to check out the car. Yeah, how many cars you want to check out? I want to check out 3 cars. So we'll just hand them the keys, whatever, go. We didn't get any information from them, whatever. I'm surprised we never had a car stolen before that, because of how reckless we were being with actually just handing out keys to anyone and everyone, right? So I guess that's a nod for the goodness of humanity for us only getting that one car stolen when we were doing that. So a couple days later, after that car was stolen, actually it might have been even the next day, police department found that car behind a Walmart. All the seats were gone. Everything on the inside was gone. It was just completely stripped. So we basically just lost that car. It went to a towing company. I went to go pick the car up, naive me at the time, not knowing what people would do with a stolen car. I just went ahead and paid for it without even looking at the car, and then I finally walked out to the car, and I was like, this car isn't even worth anything. So I went back in there. I was like, okay, you guys can just have the car. Can I get a little bit of a refund back? No, we're not doing that. So anyway, I lost it was like $600 or something, because the car was there at this towing company for days, and then each night that it's there, they charge a holding fee. So this is where towing companies can actually make a lot of money, or they can keep cars from people who actually get them towed and they don't realize where the car is actually at. It took us days before the police department even let us know where the car was, and after that, it had already been sitting there like 3 or 4 days. The car wasn't even worth getting out, but I paid it thinking that the car was going to be in one piece, and it wasn't. That was my fault, and I made sure that I went and looked at the car this time before I actually paid for it in this case. Second case was Toyota Camry we had. At this point now, we were getting everyone's license. We had video footage, whatever. We had everything to check, and we only handed out one key at a time to customers. And this guy, he came in, wanted to look at Toyota Camry. We got his license. He went out here to come check it out, and just drove it away. No, we didn't fill out a test drive for him or anything for him. He didn't have a tag. He just took it away. Now we'll give keys to customers to have them check it out, but we'll get their information first. And if they want to test drive the car, they'll come back into our shop and we'll fill out the necessary paperwork for them to go and legally test drive our car. This guy didn't come back in. He just took it, and police officers found it, I think the next day, and it was just parked at an apartment complex, and it was fine. Wasn't stripped or anything. I don't know if the guy just wanted to he needed a ride somewhere and just took it there. Anyway, they were able to find him because we had his information, and all that was taken care of. The car was fine. Now the downside for us on that car is that it was now a stolen vehicle, so we had to then sell it as, I don't know, in North Carolina, salvage and stolen both go together. A theft vehicle. We had to mark it on the title that it was a theft vehicle because it had been reported by us as a stolen vehicle. It was stolen at one point, even though we recovered it just a couple of days later. So that took down the value of the car. And then in this case, we're going to have to do this with this Kia that was stolen too, where it will be marked as stolen now. The car is going to be fine. We're going to get it fixed and get the handle back on it and make sure it's safe and everything. Make sure they didn't blow up anything from driving it crazy or anything like that. But it's probably going to be absolutely fine. But still, just because it was gone from our lot for 5 hours before it was recovered, it's still going to be a stolen car and marked as stolen. So that's where we are right now. And I've got the question before because I told the stories about me getting these cars stolen. And I've had a lot of people ask me, well, don't you just turn it into insurance and get paid for it? Well, here's the thing. Think about the kind of cars that we're buying and selling. Like all of our cars, they're cheap cars, right? So that car up there was, we had it for $4,000 or $4,500 for sale, whatever. And we probably have $3,200 to $3,500 in the car. So if we turned it into insurance, yeah, we would get a check to be able to reimburse us for that car. And then the insurance would take the car or whatever. But at the end of the day, our premiums, what it costs for us to insure the business that we're doing already costs so much. And if we have any claims on it, we know that our rates will go up. So at the end of the day, anything like this happens, or even if we run into a car, we've had accidents. Some of our employees have run into another car, or we've had situations where we've had a tree. We had one of these trees fall on one of our cars. At the end of the day, it's cheaper for us just to eat it than our insurance rates to go up. Because, yeah, accidents happen, but they don't happen very often. We might have 2 or 3 things that happen over the course of a year, and it might cost me a total of everything put together, maybe $5,000 of what's happened each and every year, probably on average baked in. And if we would turn any of those things in, our rates would go up by probably about that much money, and then we have to pay them every year, even if stuff doesn't happen. So that's why we just chalk it up to as a cost of doing business, and I just pay it, and it comes off of our expenses, and it sucks. Yeah, I mean, it's money that I'm going to lose. So in this case, is probably best case scenario for us because it's only going to cost us $1,300, and they hit 2 cars. But at the end of the day, that $1,300 that I'm going to lose on this, I'll just pay it because our insurance would go up by way more than that over the long haul than what I'm out of pocket right now. So it's just a situation where it just sucks. We got to pay it, whatever. Some bad guys out there. Hopefully they get caught, and it sucks that it happened to me, right? But this is what it costs to do business, and bad things happen to good people, and unfortunately I get to be the victim today.